All right, let's do this, right? I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna put my socks on. Never thought as a kid, you don't think of things. And then I'm like, I didn't realize that when I was going to be in my mid 50s, it would be a struggle to put socks on. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should have laid off some of that chocolate milk. Drink some water, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta get a lot of writing in. So away we go. There's Mr. Frank. What's going on, Frank? I'll charge my watch. Okay. Yeah, nothing but jazz hands. Those are just pretty damn cool jazz hands, my friend. Can't wait until I'm old enough to enjoy jazz. Yeah, right? Well, you got probably about 20 years. About 20 years, you'll be a huge, huge fan. Huge fan. That's one of the things Michael Connolly said, because Bosch is a huge fan of jazz. And they said, "Were you, when you started writing the books, were you a big fan of jazz?" And he said, "No. My dad was. My dad used to play it all the time, and I was not a fan. And then I figured, you know what? This character is a little bit like my dad, and what if he liked jazz?" So He's like, then I had to do a lot of research on jazz, and after a while I started listening to it, and now, in my advanced years, now I listen to jazz. I'm like, well, that tracks, you know? We're all going to get there. At some point, our grandkids will be like, hey, Grandpa, look, I found this band, Steel Panther. Did you ever hear them? And you'll be like, shh, I'm listening to smooth jazz. My ears don't want to listen to Steel Panther anymore. I did that when I was your age. Listen to this oboe run in this song. It's amazing. I want to say things like cool daddy-o and well all right, well all root, well all right. There you go. And I'm going to sport a wafer thin mustache. That would be amazing. By that point, you probably would be able to finally grow a mustache. Well, all things to look forward to in your old age. I just realized I did not get coffee. I did not make a second cup of coffee. Been so busy trying to catch up from being gone. Crazy. Goodness. Jump over here and see if Tom has jumped into the next chapter. He has not. I'm going to keep writing this book. Down and Dirty 6. I'm not even halfway done with it yet. Because I'm writing chapter 20. We all know how many chapters are in these books. Where is everyone today? You probably don't even know I'm on, you know? I'm expecting a little bonus Tuesday. Next page, Nick Zinn. You sneaky little bastard. What's up, Nick? He did. He came in like a wrecking ball, like that song, taking care of business. Another chapter done. Like Billy Ray Cypress Hill. You know it. Got to set up another chapter. And whose point of view it will be? It shall be. We're probably gonna write for a little bit. Another 400 or 500 words, and I will be happy. Don't break my brain, my achy breaks brain membrane. Yeah, that song. I love that fucking song. I got to interview Douglas Pratt at 4 p.m. for my YouTube channel. Then I got to upload a couple of videos for that. A lot of things to do. A lot of things to be doing. I loved him in Parks and Rec. Yes, he was so good in that. Got a new anthology that just came out that I'm in about dead children. wife said her mom's today, working from her mom's, as she does on Tuesdays, with the dog. Congrats on the Dead Kids book. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I did a lot of writing in. I also have a lot of stuff to be watching. I have like 70 things taped. Not good for Chad Lusky's business plan, though. No, that's probably the opposite of what Chad probably doesn't want any of the kids dead, because he wants them to keep reading his books. That's an excellent point, Mr. Frank. Excellent point. If Chad graces us with his professorial presence today, we'll have to bring that up. Ooh. I finished season 4 of Skinwalker Ranch. Now I gotta wait until they put up the new season to streaming. Yeah, because I think I just finished 5. I'm gonna be honest with you. Spoiler alert. It's a lot of the same crap you've seen in the first 4 seasons. Except no dragon. I'm really hoping for the next season, though, dragon is back, though. Or I don't even know if I can watch it. It's like, is it even worth watching without dragon being there? Let me guess. Drone shows, drills, and rockets. A lot of all of those things. As well as some even more crazier theories. Yeah, no dragon equals no show is right. I'm gonna start an online protest if he doesn't come back. I'm enjoying Expedition X so far this season. They're only a couple of episodes in. I haven't watched the last week's, and I guess tomorrow will be the next one. But I guess Skinwalker Ranch is over now, so there won't be a Skinwalker Ranch episode tonight. I'll watch last week's, where they sit around the boardroom like they do at the end of every season and talk about all the things that anybody who's watched all the episodes of the show have already seen. Triangles, Maces, and Homesteads. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if you noticed in season 4 there was not a lot about the homesteads. And season 5, I don't think they even mentioned the homesteads, except to say, oh, let's go shoot a rocket over there near the homesteads. So I guess, the cattle mutilations and the skinwalkers and the chupacabra and whatever else, the aliens that were hanging around near the homesteads, I guess they're just not there anymore. Yeah, they moved away hard from Homestead too. Yeah, they'll mention it, but they don't do anything. Nick is also behind on Expedition X too. I like it. At first I was like, I don't know if I'm without Chobot. I don't know if this Heather, she can be good. She's all right. She's a little bit too excitable though. She gets a little bit too much excitement for nothing. Turns out no aliens in this shit pit, right? Isn't that crazy? Sorry, Skinwalker. Yeah, Skinwalker, and whatever the flavor of the week, whatever name we want to give them this week. Move this chapter, line it up, and just write a little bit more. And I'm basically, it's going to be like write a little bit on this chapter, a little bit on this chapter. From I finished 20, so 21 to like 25. I'm kind of playing with today, just to get some movement on it. That way, I'll have that day like 3-4 days from now where I just knock them all out. Did you guys catch up on any doc shit? No, nothing. No, nothing at all. Last night we watched an episode of Trafficked and an episode of Paula Zahn. And then I went to bed. It was like 10:30. My wife made giant chicken cheesesteaks. Which really aren't steaks. Chicken cheese things on really good bread. And then I was like, I ate too much. Nick watched Devo and Billy Joel. The one that where they were together, or two individual ones? Because I hear the one that when Devo and Billy Joel tour together. Learned Joel is from New York City. Who knew he should sing it? Oh, I always just figured. I just assumed he was from Indianapolis. That's odd. That was your only take from the whole thing? Chicken fried chicken. No, she did not make chicken fried chicken. And then for lunch, I made chicken cutlets. I'm like, listen, I'm just going to thaw. There's like half a bag of chicken tenderloins left. I'm just thawing it all out, and I'll have some the next day. Which today is the next day, and I did. I had 4 left. I made 4 chicken cutlets, and then the bread and the egg mixture. There was like 5 giant ones of those. I watched Billy Joel 57 years ago because it takes 56 years to watch. Plenty of info from that doc. Is that on HBO though? I think it's on something that I don't pay for and I will never pay for. I'm sure it'll be on something else at some point. HBI. I thought it was HBO, but I guess it's HBI. Also HBO. HBO and HBI. They have both. It's on both. Okay, cool. I have neither of those. Devo was better than I expected. I'm telling you that Milli Vanilli one on Tubi was not bad at all. Not bad at all. I mean, not really a documentary per se. But a lot of interesting stuff in that. The problem is, we're home now until... I expected to watch it for like 15 minutes. If sure, I think it was lame, but I wound up watching the whole thing in one sitting, which, as you know, is quite the feat. Yeah, you never watch a whole thing. Or if there's 3 episodes, guarantee Frank will watch 2 at the most. And then you got to wait a few days for the third to get watched. Yeah, I got a lot of writing to do between now and next Wednesday morning when we leave for Tampa. So I don't expect to get a lot of TV watching in. And when I want to watch it at night when my wife home, it's basically we're watching whatever we have taped to watch. Various investigation discovery shows usually. Stuff like that. Did you see what the number 2 movie was over Labor Day weekend? No, I didn't even see what the number 1 movie was. Or the number 3. Devo are odd guys that make odd music. Yes. You're probably right. Without even seeing the documentary, I could probably say you're right on that. Number 2, Jaws 50th anniversary. Is that movie any good? I've heard mixed things. Yeah. Isn't that the one about it just shark eating people or something? I don't know if I'm interested in that. What was the number 1 movie? Probably something stupid. Jaws would probably be cool to see on the IMAX. Weapons was number 1. Okay. No, I'm not gonna see that. I want to remind everybody to subscribe or resubscribe, and also to follow me on YouTube. I am less than 700 subscribers away from hitting 1,000. I think I have 311. 311. An awful band. Heard it's actually the prequel to Sharks and Their Parents. Well, then that makes sense. Because that should be the number 1 movie, just regardless of if it's in theaters or not. A lot of noise out here. Also saw your Raiders won and young Mike's Jags too. Yeah. Neither of us should get too excited about it. There's not going to be many more wins for either team, but at least I'm realistic about it. I'll see young Mike on Thursday at lunch, and he'll start bragging about how the Jags won by beating a shitty team. Like, man, you didn't beat the freaking Chiefs or something. You know what I'm saying? You didn't beat. You act like you're gonna act like you beat the Patriots with fucking Tom Brady in his prime or something. But yeah, I was very happy that the Raiders at least won. Like, you know what? For the first time probably all year, the Raiders and the Jags will be over 500. But we were on the road all day, so I did not see any of the games. So I'm like, you know what? Now I'm not going to watch any of the games if they win. Just like I never watch a Yankees game because Yankees always win when I watch them. Except, you know, the 6 out of 7 they took from the Red Sox took from the Yankees this year. But we won't get into all that. I just want to get this page done, and I think I'm done. I think I have enough words for now, because my wife won't be home tonight. So after I interview Doug, and then I can get some more writing in, and then tomorrow I will be back. We'll be back here at 1 p.m. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll do the YouTube live, and I was like, why? I'm just gonna write here. I know this works And then I get people over here and I can send it over there and blah 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 blah. You are a spam risk and I am not risking it. OJ, dang, I'm in commercials and I can't hear you. Good thing you're not shit talking about the Yanks. I reminded everybody to subscribe or resubscribe. Next page, Nick's in. Next page. But will the Yankees make the playoffs? That's an excellent question, Nick. You know, all we need is another losing streak. Shut the hell up, Nick. It's almost hockey season. Let's focus on that. Hockey. They still play that crazy game? Because that game's crazy to be playing. In a restaurant Friday, and they had a Yankees game on. Robinson Cano was a bet, and I went, what the hell? Yeah, Robinson Cano. What the hell? Yeah, Cano. And Tom still isn't written. The They had a Rod's 500th home run. Game on. Who gives a shit about that cheating little bastard? Can't stand that guy. And I couldn't stand him before he was on the Yankees. You imagine. A-Rod was just a friggin' diva. He made every team he was on look bad. Especially the Yankees. Murders Row and then Cano. An A-bomb by A-Rod. Or some stupid bullshit like that. An a-hole is A-Rod. Something like that. Fish sticks and cheese. A-Rod. Alright, I think I'm going to wrap this up. I've had just about enough of all of this. I will see everybody tomorrow. We'll get some more words in tonight. Maybe there's a small chance tonight I might just jump on YouTube Live and see if it works for me. But probably not. Don't hold your breath. I will be here tomorrow, though. Be here tomorrow. Be here. Be the square person. A-Rod was a worser acquisition than Randy Johnson. Yeah. I agree. Alright, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I will see you tomorrow.